afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Mickey Sightings. I'm Sean, and I want to welcome you today as we look at something really kind of different. We do a lot of different things on our channel, and just a couple weeks ago, we had a look at Walt Disney World vinyl records, and it's so good actually to see Adam with Record Crate in the chat today. I've gotten to know Adam through buying records and that, and he is great. Check out Record Crate. If you are looking for vinyl records, he can hook you up. He's got everything imaginable. He's got all kinds coming my way, and I'll be settling up my debt with him today. And so thank you, Adam, for all that you do, and thank you for being in here today. And welcome for anyone else here that will be watching this live, or if you're even going to be watching us on replay. Today, we're going to do something very different as part of the... Oh, hey, Surfer Girl. Good to see Sherry in the house today. Hello there. And I've got to get you hooked up with Adam. Surfer Girl has also really got inspired by our live stream that we did, Adam. She is now collecting Disney records, and she's been sending me pictures. And she has, let me pull it back up here. I got to make sure I don't want to miss any. She's gotten several over the last few days. And oh my goodness, let me see. I'll pull up my Instagram here real quick. She has, oh my goodness, where did they go? She has gotten, well, it's playing everything but what I want it to do. Okay. She has bought, hopefully you don't mind me saying sure. Oh no, they disappeared. It's like an Instagram. Once you look at them, they go away. But anyway, she's got some really cool ones. And I know one of them is Aristocats. I can actually remember that one. I think she's shooting to get Peter Pan here pretty soon. So that'll be awesome. I've actually gotten a couple more in since our time together. And I think I stalled there for a second. And so we're going to continue to collect Disney vinyl records and all the other vinyl records like Martin and Sinatra and all those, all those great guys. And she says, well, I've been for a couple of years. So we're going to have you in our volume 2, because Adam and I, we want to do a volume 2 with him, and that'll be awesome. I think Lena has a few more that she's going to show that we'll have you into as well. And anyone who wants to be a part of Mickey Sightings for our Walt Disney vinyl record chat, we'll jump right in. But today is very different. How many of you growing up always had golden books, right? Golden books are the quintessential book for kids. But just like a lot of things, they've kind of become real popular among adults as well. As you know, we just celebrated Dr. Seuss Week here a few weeks back. And a lot of adults actually collect Dr. Seuss books, or they have theirs from childhood. And because I'm married to a children's librarian, you can just imagine we have quite a bit of Dr. Seuss. And for her new job in the library, I got her a few Dr. Seuss Funko Pops as well to add to, the shortage of Funko Pops that we have here in our Mickey Room studios. But today, I'm going to share with you a really cool golden book. I did not even know this book existed until I was watching a broadcast on Dis Unplugged. And on that show, they began to talk about that Golden Book was releasing a new book as part of the anniversary celebration for Disneyland. And it's A Small World. And when I saw that, I went, that is amazing. Got to get it. So I went on to Amazon and I pre-ordered it. And I got it probably about a month ago. So I've been meaning to do this. And I've been trying to decide, did I want to do just an upload or a live stream? And I decided, let's do a live stream. And I may do an upload as well. But I want to read it to you. It's a really cute book. And the great news is, not only is this one available, but coming soon, let me double check the date here for you guys so I make sure I get it right, because I don't rely upon my memory sometimes. But we've got another one that is coming out that you guys are going to absolutely love. Will be arriving here at our house on May 25th. And that is the Golden Book of the Jungle Cruise. So it's A Small World and the Jungle Cruise. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to be releasing any more, but I know of those two. So this one is available now, but Jungle Cruise will not be available until May. And it looks like, according to Amazon, it'll arrive May 25th. So, of course, when we get that one, we will definitely review it as well. Carol, hey, good to see you. Oh, you're visiting your parents. Well, have a great time, and thank you for dropping by today. Great job. Beach Boys and Osmonds are my weakness. Oh, yeah, there you go. Matter of fact, Adam had some Beach Boys on the other night. So anyway, without further ado, this is in the classic Golden Book format there. Isn't that great? It really just captures the essence of the characters there. And of course, on the back are some of the other books. And you can see over here is the Jungle Cruise book. Of course, like I said, it's not available. Maybe there it goes. It's not available right now, but it will be coming out in May. All right. So let's read this book together. A Little Golden Book, Disney, It's a Small World. All right. I guess I need to put in it belongs to Mickey Sighting. Shouldn't I do that? One day, my friends and I decided to travel the world. We hopped in a boat and saw amazing things. In England, we saw Tower Bridge and Big Ben. Really neat illustrations. Of course, they say, hello. There's Peter Pan up there. We floated down the Seine in France, past the Eiffel Tower. Bonjour. Ciao. And we rode gondolas in Italy. We walked through tulips blooming in the Netherlands. Hello. And climbed the Alps in Switzerland. Guten Tag. We explored ancient ruins in Greece, imagining the heroes who had once stood there. Chapete. And we walked through Russia's Red Square. Shasvidanya. After Europe, we went east to visit India's famous Taj Mahal. Namaste. Then we visited a torii gate in Japan. We traveled north and watched the acrobats in China. Ni hao. Konnichiwa. Next, we saw the Great Pyramids in Egypt, built thousands of years ago. Marhaban. And then Kenyan children greeted us in Swahili. Jambo. And if you've ever been to Disney's Animal Kingdom, you're very familiar with Jambo. They're in the village of Harambe. After dancing on Brazil's Copacabana Beach, hola, we visited a bustling market in Mexico. And they also said, hola. We traveled across the Pacific Ocean to see kangaroos and koalas in Australia. Good day. And look at there. There we have Ariel. And Flounder. And back to South America, where the rainforest trees kept us dry. In Hawaii, we learned the hula, the traditional dance. Aloha. Oh, and there you see Lilo and Stitch. We ended our journey in the United States, where we met cowhands and Native Americans. Howdy. And I guess you guys see there's Woody and Jessie. Through our trip, we learned that kids all around the world are pretty similar to us. It's a small world after all. I really like this book. I think this is a really cute book. One of the things I like about it is not only the pictures, the illustrations are amazing, but one of the things I also like about it is the fact that you can really, with your kid, get into a discussion about geography and different countries of the world and different customs of the world. And there's such great illustrations in here with their costuming that you could even talk about that. You could do a little bit of research and learn about some of the costuming of these different regions of the world, but also being able to identify the Disney characters in each of the countries. Because if you remember, in Disneyland on It's a Small World, there's IP. There are the Disney characters on the ride. Unlike the one at Walt Disney World, there are no Disney characters in that one. And a lot of times people ask questions about It's a Small World, and do people really know a whole lot about It's a Small World? And there may be people watching our live stream today that they're not really sure about It's a Small World. So I thought I'd tell you a little bit of the backstory about the happiest cruise that ever sailed. See, in this, it's a classic anthem. You guys know, most people, maybe they've never been to Disney World, they know the song "It's a Small World," and it's a boat tour, and it's a cruise along what is known as the Seven Seaways Waterway. It's a 10-minute journey through all 7 continents. And what is really cool is you get to see all these beautiful and handsome dancing dolls from every corner of the globe. And this is an amazing use of audio animatronics. No matter how many times I go on that ride, I am fascinated by the audio animatronic technology that is there. And to realize that technology is now 60, almost 70 years old. So It's a Small World was actually created for the 1964-65 New York World's Fair. And it was the design of it and the build of it was personally overseen by Walt Disney himself in support of the National Children's Fund, or UNICEF. The attraction, of course, was a huge hit. And after 2 seasons at the World's Fair, it was shipped to Disneyland Park, where it opened there on May 28, 1966. And then in 1971, It's a Small World was recreated to become one of the opening day attractions at Walt Disney World Resort. And because it has such immense popularity in the United States, it's been replicated in many Disney theme parks around the world and is considered a Walt Disney masterpiece. It really is, as Walt Disney describes it, a timeless classic. It's one of the most well-known songs of all time, It's a Small World. And Walt Disney had asked the Richard and Robert Sherman, the Sherman brothers, who were already at this point, Academy Award-winning songwriters, if they would who had worked on, of course, Mary Poppins, if they would work on a song for this ride that would really kind of encompass the idea that the world is very small, that people in general are all very much alike. And they came up with this amazing song. And of course, then when you add the flair of Mary Blair, you had an amazing attraction with her use of color, her geometric shapes, her childlike art style. If you've ever been to the Contemporary there's the murals. That is the Grand Canyon. And that was actually Mary Blair's last project that she did for the Walt Disney World Company. And it is very, very beautiful and uses the similar patterns and colors there. And she was just renowned for having her own visual aesthetic. When you see works of Mary Blair, you know immediately that those, they belong to Mary Blair. And her colored paper collages will give you the impression of sailing through an illustrated children's book. And so it was really neat to see how the illustrations in this book really held true to the legacy of not only the ride and of Walt Disney, but it really held true to the legacy of Mary Blair as well. And if you've ever been on the ride, or if you can go on YouTube, and we've actually uploaded a video of the ride itself, is the doll-sized costumes. All these costumes are authentic, and they were actually designed and built or made under the direction of Alice Davis, and she was a seamstress with Walt Disney World Company. and she sewed over 300 costumes in all, made out of authentic materials. And each region of the world, she and Mary Blair traveled all over the world and to get fabrics and things to make those dolls' clothes. And my understanding is, even today in the, I guess you could say, the backlot area of the parks in storage, there are, each doll has 3 sets of clothes. There's a set of clothes that they're wearing. There's a set of clothes that there's a backup in case there's a tear or something happens to the current clothes they're wearing. And then there's the one that they're continuing to modify. And that is so cool to see how there are people working at Walt Disney Company that are still, their job is to maintain the costumes that those dolls will wear. And that is just, to me, that is just incredible. And when I'm always fascinated by the intricacy of the dolls' clothes. And what is really cool is they're singing "It's a Small World" in their language of that region as you're going through the ride. And it's so funny to me to hear people say they never for years realized that your brain sings it in your head and you're thinking of it in English, where in fact, well, if you're English, if you're American, but of course they're singing it in their native tongue, which even makes it really, really cool. Surfer Girl says, I love "It's a Small World." Not everyone can take that song playing over and over. No, it is definitely a brainworm, that is for sure, but it is such a great song, and I absolutely love it. I don't get tired of it, to be honest with you. I absolutely love that song, and I always love it when I get to to the end of that ride, and everything's white and everything is pristine and everyone is together, and but it's still kind of interesting how all of them have something in their hand, and you'll see this through the ride itself, but they've got something in their hand that is from their culture, that even though we're all one world together, we all bring different things to the plate at the end of the day. And yes, Mark Davis' wife, right? Yes, that is correct. That is correct. And what a legacy that this book just really continues to show. That would Walt ever have imagined that this ride that he knew would touch thousands and millions, that would become so immortalized that the little golden book would do a book on that ride? There have been Disney golden books, of course, for years, for all the Disney characters and all the the intellectual property of Disney, but not the rides. And that's what just makes this so neat. So I hope you enjoyed our journey through "It's a Small World" today. And whenever later in the month of May, whenever we get the Jungle Cruise, we'll go through that one as well. But so what do you guys think? Tell me in the chat, what do you guys think about this book? And I'd encourage you to pick up a copy of it. I got it through Amazon for not a whole lot. I think it was only like $5 I paid for it. So very inexpensive, but definitely now a part of our special Disney collection. So Surfer Girl says, my mom loved the White Room. Yep, that's my favorite. I love the White Room too. Yep, I love that, and I love the Polynesian Room. I love when the sun, the way they have the graphic where the pieces are moving with each other, and so it makes it look like the sun is shining. That's just it is so simple, but it's such a neat illusion. It's such a neat effect that I've always really enjoyed that. I can tell you this, it can be very hard to film in "It's a Small World," depending on what kind of camera you have, because it either turns too bright or too dark. So you got to really have your light balance on just right in order to catch that ride. Love it. Yes, you need to get it. You need to get it, Surfer Girl. Make sure you go to Amazon and pick it up. Also, if you're collecting Disney records or any kind of vinyl records, check out Adam with Record Crate, and it's record and Krate. And not only will he has shows on almost every night where he has 20-minute sales. You can jump on, see what he has. You can request them right there. And I can't say enough. Adam has been great. I can't wait to get to know him. Hopefully, when we're in North Carolina sometime, we'll be able to get together with him and actually meet him in person. And hopefully be able to meet with you guys. Many of you we've met in person in the parks, but some of you haven't. Sherry, we just met. We missed you by a week here a little while back, but we're going to get together soon. I'm positive of that. The Hula Girls are my favorite. Yeah, right. Amazing animatronics. They really are. I wanted to go to Disneyland and see Stitch on a surfboard. Exactly. Yep. Surfer Girl loves Stitch, and so does my girl. My daughter loves Stitch, and they got some neat Stitch merchandise out right now, by the way. I'd love for you to stop. It will be great to meet up. Absolutely. We will do that, Adam. But in the meantime, I want to thank you for watching our stream today. I didn't plan to be on here very long, and so I'll be doing a couple of uploads. I still have not yet uploaded our art festival video. I've been building it, and we were at the Flower and Garden Festival this past weekend, so we were going to be uploading a video for that. And we also have a trip recap that we're going to be doing probably tomorrow. And tomorrow is Good Friday. And Susie's going to be off, which will be really cool. So we'll have the opportunity to maybe do that stream together. So anyway, I want to make sure you guys have a happy Easter. Have a great weekend. And thank you for hanging out with Mickey Sightings today. I really enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed this book. Make sure you get a copy of it as soon as you can. And in May, you'll get a copy. You can get a copy of The Jungle Cruise. Almost said The Jungle Book. The Jungle Cruise. All right, you guys have a great day. And never lose sight of this one thing. It was all started by a mouse. And we'll see you real soon. Bye.